Have you ever felt misunderstood by others, especially adults? Well, I have. And I think a lot of teenagers experience this feeling at least once in their lifetime. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable, all the judges of the speech contest, and all of our audience. Good morning. Well, today, in this beautiful moment, I want to talk about something relatable. Something that's screaming in our hearts and racing through our minds. Today, I'm going to talk about growing pains, what teenagers wish their parents understood. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am sure that all of you have had the feeling when you want to try something or tell something to your parents, but they judge you and blame you. When you just want to be listened to, they over advise instead. Well, I know some people might think that it is just misunderstanding or lack of communication. But for teenagers, this misunderstanding can create distance, pressure, and even pain. Well, everybody, if you look around you, you can see that today there are many cases where teenagers are forced to pursue a career path that aligns with their parents' wills. For example, there's one person at my school who loves music, but sadly, his parents are forcing him to become a doctor. And the reason they're forcing him is actually quite strange. Well, they want him to succeed where they failed in their youth. Yes, they are failed, so they push their children. Is it weird, isn't it? Well, they're forcing him to pursue a career field that he doesn't even like. So it's pretty bad, ladies and gentlemen. Well, everybody, today we need to understand that such cases can have harmful psychological impact on children and teenagers. Because according to psychiatric research from University of Houston, adolescents who face parental threats are at a greater risk for depressions. Teenagers exposed to parental threats often grow into adults who struggle with emotional clarity, which means they have difficulty recognizing their own emotion. And as a result, they may end up entrapped in the severe depressive symptoms. Well, everybody, right now, after hearing all of the cases, can I say that being a teenager is not easy as it looks? Well, being teenagers is confusing, exhausting, especially when we face pressure from our parents. So this is why, as a teenagers, we need to develop acute mindsets. Yes, what I mean acute mindset is that someday, when we grow up and become adults, we need to be parents who have patience and acute understanding to our children. We shouldn't ignore them, but instead we should listen. We shouldn't judge, but rather offer advice. Well, I am sure by adopting this mindset, we can stop the pain and trauma that our parents may unintentionally pass on to us. Well, my dear friend, so right now, let's build ourselves into a generation that is healthy physically and mentally for us and our future. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's all I have to say. Thank you for your kind attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.